Welcome to the Bogart Podcast, Season 2, Episode 9. I'm Evan Bogart. With me today is David Parshall and Nate Tooley. And we got a show for you today. What was that? Last podcast we did, Nate wasn't on. So how you doing, Nate?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
What are you talking about? I was there. I just was invisible the whole time and not talking.
Yeah.
I'm great. How are you, Stews?
Doing good. Me and Dave had a interesting afternoon. We took my electric
Evan doesn't
bike.
have a driver's license, so
I
I have to cart his ass around everywhere.
Yeah. We took my new electric bike. It came today. It was supposed to come tomorrow, but it came today.
It was supposed to come on Wednesday, but you rescheduled it for Saturday, and then it came today.
Yeah, so... How
dare they?
How dare FedEx?
How dare they come early?
Yeah, they're fucking scummy.
I am fed up with FedEx.
I'm wearing long johns.
And it's like,
what cold up there in the Great White North?
No. I got fucking FedEx delivered a backpack that I ordered one time, and it was all fucked up. Like, the outside package was ripped up. Fuck FedEx.
Oh, yeah?
Fuck FedEx.
Yeah, because Laura was on the couch. I think she was taking a nap, and the FedEx guy was...
banging on the door.
Well, he was about to put the tape or the little sticker on saying, "Oh, we missed you."
Sorry, I missed you, but their car is right here in the driveway.
Yeah. So
they can't just leave the stuff?
It's a $1,600 electric bicycle.
Yeah, so they were about to leave the little slip saying, "Oh, you got to pick it up at the FedEx facility." But then Laura was like, "Oh," and then the FedEx guy...
She comes running out in her undies. "Wait a minute, you dick!"
But no, so she signed for it, and then it was like 100 pounds, so she couldn't move it, so she left it outside. It wasn't that heavy. But
it left it out in the pouring rain. Boxes all soggy when I get there.
How dare she?
It was all covered in plastic. I don't know. It was like tape or something. I don't know. But so Dave helped me bring it to the bike shop because I was going to hire Dirt Dan to
in case you
put
don't
it all
know
together.
Who Dirt Dan is, Nathaniel, it's Josh Raymond, Jazzy Jeff, his older brother.
Dan.
So I was going to hire him to do it for $50. Put it
Dan
together.
Raymond. Right.
But he flaked on me again. I called him the other day, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll be over there. I'll be over Saturday morning. We'll get this."
Weren't you going to have him build your porch or some shit like that?
No. Well, he did a lot of work around the house, but then he went disappearing for a little bit, and then I kind of got a hold of him again, and then he flaked on me 2 times in a row. So I was like, and then he flaked on me this weekend. So
isn't he a heroin addict?
Yeah, he was
recovering.
So
it's like being a Marine.
Yeah.
Once you're a heroin addict, you're always a heroin addict.
Yeah. So so he flaked on me, and so I wasn't surprised. I mean,
you should murder him. Teach him a lesson.
Murder him. So, so me and Dave took the bike to, what was that bike shop we went to?
Bicycles R Us.
RVE or something or another.
Yeah. In Canandaigua, right next to the old...
Oh, yeah, the one with the viral video of that dipshit.
Yeah.
That dipshit climbed up. He's like friends with Corey Murphy, climbed up on the thing, and like... Did he die?
No, he didn't die.
That's too bad.
At least I don't think. But,
we'll put the clip right here.
Yeah, we'll put it on the screen. So I brought it in, and then the guy was like, "Oh, we don't know if it's going to be a couple days or it's going to be over a week." And I'm like, "Oh, I need it on Wednesday because I go to my new job on Thursday." And he's like, "Okay, well, we'll try our best." I'm like, "Fuck.
Try harder. It's a bicycle. What's the matter?"
Well, they said they have a lot of bikes, like, they have to build and shit, and because
that sounds
it's
like
the
a
bigger.
problem.
Yeah, really.
You should have slipped him a $5. You should have slipped him a $5. I'm like, my friend here, Abraham
take care of me,
Lincoln.
I'll take care of you.
Yeah. So, yep. So that's in the shop. Hopefully, I'll get it done soon. And then
your bicycle's in the shop.
And then Dave randomly texted me, and he was like, "Meet me at this address."
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, we were cooking a frozen pizza in the stove, and I was like, "Oh, we're cooking dinner," And then I called him because I don't know. I think I just called him just because, and Jess picked up, and she's like, "Oh well, we're getting gas and we're gonna be at the pizza place." I'm like, "Okay, we'll be there," and we went and had some coffee and beer
at the pizza place.
We didn't have beer. Why you telling lies? We don't drink.
What are you talking about?
Better
Neither
than
of you
everybody.
drink beer.
Oh, what did I say?
You said coffee and beer.
Oh, I said okay. So we had pizza and coffee. There we go.
Well, we know what's on Evan's mind.
Yeah, really. But so yeah, we did that this evening, and so it's. And I had to work today, and that blew. But
yeah, so shout out to Working Class Coffee on Gorham Street at this.
There's a coffee place on Gorham Street.
Yeah, so like there's this apartment complex. There's like I don't know, 4 buildings. Old rustic pre-war building. Well, one of them looks like a pre-war building. That's like 3 stories and probably cool New York City style loft apartments. And then there's like 3 or 4 other buildings that are not loft style. And then there's a coffee shop in the middle of it. And it's pretty cool. I love the artwork there. It's like a skeleton, and it says like working class, and it's like circular shape. And I can't remember what the skeleton's doing, but yeah. So they do like fancy schmancy food stuff there. And on Fridays they have a pizza pop-up thing with some local music talent. And yeah, that's about it. You should get the machinery to play there.
Oh,
it's just this little band that they're trying to make it big.
Maybe if someone put them on their podcast.
You got. I messaged you guys a while back, and I was like, "Hey, do you have an MP3?" And you're like, "I don't know if we have one."
An
like
MP3?
someone has one.
What the fuck is an MP3? We're on every music streaming service. How's that sound?
Yeah, but I need the MP3 though to put the file into the.
What?
Download the song.
What year do you think it is? What is an MP3?
All right.
How do you stream an MP3?
How do you get all the other music that you steal?
What is the MP3s? How many? So it's just 3 Ps, or is it 3 Ps and 3 Ms?
It is.
Where does the M? What does it stand for? Music Player 3.
Something like that. Anyways,
do you remember burning CDs?
Oh well, we were talking about this at dinner tonight. Back when I was working at Burger King and Eastview Mall, my brother made me a computer and it had his DVD burner in it, and it was like one of the first DVD burners you can get. And I ended up
top of the line.
Top of the line.
Was that
DVD burner?
Top of the line in 2008.
That shit is illegal.
Yeah, so I used to basically rip DVDs and then burn them on blank DVDs, and
you should not admit that on YouTube.
I don't care. It is so long
If
ago.
you want to find out where he lives, it's 5559 Dugway Road.
1-800 FBI.
But yeah, I used to like go and to everyone at the mall, and when the Dark Knight, right, or with the one with the Joker, what was it? The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight has risen.
Yeah, or something like that with Heath Ledger and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, when that came out, I remember spending all night burning DVDs with that movie on it, and then going to the next day and be like, "Hey, I had the new Batman movie." They're like, "Oh hell yeah, man!" And so I made like $100 that night.
And spent 25 on CDs, on blank DVD ROMs.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was a good business until the security guards were like, "Yeah, you can't do that anymore,
You can't
man."
use illegally pirated DVDs here.
Stop resisting.
Yeah, the fun thing about that is a federal crime. Yeah, federal copyright.
If you watch every single movie, there will be a thing about pirating movies at the beginning.
The FBI is going to come to your house and shoot your dog.
$250,000 minimum, and like 15 years in jail or something.
Jail. Pirating is not a victimless crime.
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
Well, you just
never know.
We have a list of 300 usernames on Napster, and we're coming after every single one of you.
Yeah. What was that? Metallica?
Yeah, Lars Ulrich.
They were like in
world's
battle with
greatest drummer.
Yeah.
Did you know that he doesn't use a ride cymbal?
Yeah, he has a China where his ride cymbal goes.
He uses a China for his ride cymbal.
It's because he's a dirty old Dutchman. You gotta watch out for the Dutch.
Yeah. But anyway, so with the electric bike that I got,
he bought some accessories. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the accessories.
All right, so
it's a dildo that goes like this when you're riding your bike.
When I was, David's like, "Well, what are you gonna get for a helmet?" And I'm like, "I haven't really thought about it." And then he sent me a bunch of stuff, and one of them, I got he sent me one, and I got like a different version, but it was basically the same thing. But ladies and gentlemen, here is General Bogart.
Whoa, bald.
Actually, it's Captain Bogart.
Hey, that's Captain Bogart. You look like you're about to storm the beaches of Normandy.
It's an old... Well, it's not like...
It's not
it's a
old.
reproduction.
It's new from China.
From China. Reproduction.
100% Chinese made.
World War II... I can't even see because this is really fucking... But yeah, so it's a World War II Army helmet that I got to use for my bike. I'm gonna take it off now because I can't hear you guys.
Now you have to write "War as Hell." You have to write "War as Hell" on the cat eyes. So the cat eyes is that green strap that goes around it because there's two glow-in-the-dark things in the back, and when you're in the dark, it glows like a cat's eyes, and that's why they call it cat eyes.
Oh, I never knew that. I thought it was just.
So yeah, write "War as Hell" and go and get a pack of Marblite Red 100s and secure it to the helmet via that strap.
And now you have a Vietnam helmet.
Yeah, I was thinking. I don't know if I'm going to put stickers on it.
No, don't put stickers on it. So
put stickers on it.
Nathan, when he sent me, this is the helmet that I got. There's like 5 different versions that he had, and the last one, which was like the cheapest version, was the 82nd Airborne insignia on the side, and I was hoping that he'd get that because death from above, Rangers lead the way.
Sure.
Yeah.
All American.
So
Did you know that JD was in the 82nd Airborne?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know how I know? So, it's kind of like, how do you know someone's Puerto Rican? Don't worry, they'll tell you.
Don't worry, they'll tell you.
How do you know someone was in the 82nd Airborne? Don't worry, they'll tell you. He's like, "Hi, my name is JD. I was in the 82nd Airborne. Hua."
Hua.
So, and then David sent me this thing on Craigslist. Someone was selling a old, was it German helmet?
Yeah, Nazi helmet from World War II.
On Craigslist?
Yeah.
You should have bought that. How much?
Oh man, I think it was like 80. I can't remember.
Dude, let me tell you, that antiques place on 332. Have you ever been in there?
No.
There's these cases. It's huge in there. And, like, off to the left of the building, they have all these cases with, like, high-end stuff. They're, like, locked in glass. There is so much fucking Nazi memorabilia back there. So much. Some of it's real expensive, too. So I'm just saying, theoretically, we could go there and we could buy a bunch of Nazi memorabilia and then just wear it.
So
That's how you take its power away, bro.
Nazi
You gotta wear it.
I got it from my grandpa in Argentina.
But yeah, so, and then David sent me this moped one. It was like a really, I don't know.
That's gay.
It was just really weird. Yeah, it was.
Mopeds are gay. It's gayer than two dudes fucking.
I might have to bleep that
Pride
out.
Month.
But I don't know why I'm coughing. But yeah, so I ended up getting the army helmet. I mean, I didn't really. I might have to get in the winter.
Approved.
Yeah, no, it's not. But might have to get like a full one of those full face helmets during the winter time.
Oh, you gotta put a bird cage on?
What?
Bird cage. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking hockey. Never mind.
No,
You mean like a motorcycle helmet?
Yeah, it's
While
like
you're riding your
motorcycle
fucking
helmet.
electric scooter or your electric bicycle in the winter, you're gonna get some like put some chains on your tires. In the winter time. I think this is gonna be good. For going uphill and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully with the money I get with this house, I'm going to settle everything with the DMV and stuff like that and then get my license back. But if I do have to ride it in the winter, yeah, I'm going to have to think of snow tires.
Heated handlebars.
Get some heated handlebars, heated seat,
Yeah.
Wrap yourself in some garbage bags maybe.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll have a mild winter like we did last winter, where it didn't really snow that much, and it was just, I think we only had like one big snowstorm, and that was it.
What is the distance from the new house to your place of employment?
So it is 30 miles, or not
30 miles on a bike?
It's a 30-minute bike ride.
Yeah,
Okay.
30-minute bike ride. But, I think with the electric bike, it might be even shorter than that.
Yeah.
Because in the YouTube videos that I've watched about the bike, it gets pretty fast, like 30 miles an hour on flat. And then when the pedal assists, uphill, it's about 30 miles an hour too. So I could probably cruise there in no time. So, I mean...
For some reason, 4 miles is sticking out in my mind, but I don't know if that's true or not. It might be 8.
I think it's...
Well, what town is it in?
Yeah, I think it's... no, I can't...
So, where there's a Subaru dealership in a certain town?
Is it between two towns?
It's
okay, so
right across.
Where the Tops?
It's pretty much across the street from Subaru, on a certain road of a town that you used to live in. We can't tell because Evan doesn't want his bike to get stolen.
On a road where one grocery store became a Tops.
Yeah, so it's right near Tops.
Okay.
It's right across the street from Subaru.
Is it close to the town or that road that sounds like Ringo?
It's
a road that rhymes with Trapenzia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where the warehouse is, like, you can't really see it from the street.
A warehouse? I thought you worked in a fucking nursing home.
Well, on the last podcast...
Son of a bitch, I should have been there.
He quit his job.
Again?
He got fired.
No, I didn't.
He got caught stealing used linens.
You were stealing the old people's diapers, weren't you?
Yeah, something like that. No, I just decided it's time for a new change. So I applied to this warehouse job, and
did you hit your boss?
I got it. What?
Did you hit your boss?
No, I didn't hit my boss. So
you'll have to tell me off air. You can tell me off air where it is.
Oh no, it's just I left because
it sucked.
Yeah, it's just I every time I go there, I'm miserable. Every time I get home, I'm miserable. It's just time for a
You're
change.
surrounded by old people all day. Who wants to be around the old? Ugh.
Yeah.
Bunch of old.
So, but yeah. So with the, what was I gonna say? Yeah, with just a new job, new start, new house, new bike. It's just it's it's time for a new start.
Yeah.
So, and I'm happy about this. I'm when I took the tour, was it last Thursday, I think, or maybe it was 2 Thursdays ago. It's like a pretty chill place, like it really is. It's I think they said there was 15 employees, but with the work schedules, I think only 5 of them work during the day, and I'm going to be working during the day, so. Yeah, so
nice.
It's a pretty chill.
What are the hours?
8 a.m. to 4:30.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So Monday through Friday,
Yeah.
I have the weekends off.
Yeah.
I have holidays off, and with the job I have now at the hospital, I work every other weekend. I work every other holiday. It's just, why would I stick around to do that?
Yeah,
It's just
That's
Yeah,
something
it's-
for people 30 and under to do.
yeah, basically. So
Maybe you can get David a job there.
I have a job.
it's a full-time
Wiping
bed.
work-
butts is not a job.
I work 1 weekend
Weekend
a
a
month.
month. 2
I
weeks a
troll
year.
people
In the army.
I troll people on Craigslist.
I troll people on Craigslist. I don't sell things online.
You don't?
No, he don't.
Oh.
He
So,
doesn't
I'm
make
just looking-
sales.
I'm trying to look up the mileages on the new job on my bike. Hold on, give me like 2 seconds.
I'm gonna guess if that's there. I'm gonna guess it's probably 8 to 10 miles.
I don't know why it's not. I had it.
All right. Well, while you're looking it up, David, what inspired this haircut?
Well, so for that holiday where we praise the dead troops. Thank God
Yep.
for dead troops. Am I right?
Thank God for dead troops.
I had a mohawk, and then the following weekend I had to go into work, some Navy stuff.
Oh, you can't have a mohawk in the Navy?
Yeah, and
That's bullshit.
yeah,
That's
so-
discrimination. That's what that is.
Well, that's a faddish haircut, and fads are against
That's
regs.
discrimination.
Yeah.
I don't think they should
Alright,
have
so-
any regulations in the military. That's discrimination.
What are you talking about? They're the
Yeah.
most discriminating employer there is.
Well, they shouldn't be, because that's discriminating. All right, how long is it?
It is 6.7 miles
And that's
to
from
the.
from your place in
Both.
Bloomfield or from
They're about the
the
same.
new
There
place?
there is like 0.2 miles difference between the two. So
far.
I walk about 6 to 7 miles in a day at work. So I mean, with a bike, and then it goes 30 miles an hour. Like, and if I go downhill, it's like probably even faster than that.
I should start
So-
biking to work. I would probably get hurt if I biked to work, though.
Well, I mean,
Is riding your
what do
bike
you mean
down
by
your
that?
stairs
Is like
is
just
really
pedaling?
Huh?
Riding your bike downstairs.
Riding my bike down the stairs to my basement. I tell you, it's a problem, man. Sitting down all day for work. You get fat real fast. Real fast.
Yeah, when I worked from home, I gained so much weight. It was ridiculous.
It wasn't from
And
the
then when I
drinking and the overeating.
Oh, probably, yeah. It was probably.
I mean, there's a
combination
treadmill
of all three.
literally right there. There's a squat rack behind. I mean, I lift 4 days a week, but that treadmill is the thing that I should be on more.
Well,
And it's
can't
right
you,
there. It's right there. I
Set
could-
up a standing desk that is over the treadmill, so you can just walk and do your paperwork and your
Nah.
desking.
I'm not going to do any of that. It's way too much.
So yeah, when I was working from home, I was just like disgustingly fat.
Drinking sodas and eating frozen bean burritos and
Yeah.
It was just like, and then when I started working at the hospital, I was thinking even 200, and
That's
then now I'm
nothing.
down. Oh yeah, but now I'm like really skinny. I'm too embarrassed to tell you my weight. So
Why?
169 pounds.
How tall are you? Like 5'11"?
me?
Yeah.
No, I'm
5'12"?
6 foot.
5'12"? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm hopefully this job that I have now will less stress, less everything, so I can get some of this weight back.
You just eat more.
Yeah, but
Eat more and sit
just-
more. You're not sitting
Yeah,
enough, Evan.
I'm not sitting.
Sit harder.
Yeah.
How much you weighing these days, David?
I don't even know. Last time I checked, it was 230.
Woo! That's spicy.
Oh.
Did you?
Got to cut back on those homemade pizzas.
No way.
But yeah, so hopefully I was thinking about getting GNC has these like they're made for like gaining weight, like for like muscle building or
Mass
something like
gainers.
that. Yeah, mass gainers, that's what it's called. And I'm thinking about getting one of those and just like just pouring the powder in my mouth.
How much peanut butter do you eat in a day?
Peanut butter?
Peanut butter,
Peanut
my
butter.
friend. Peanut butter.
Uh
Here's what you
I
gotta
don't
do. You ready? At every meal, you have to have a peanut butter sandwich. Whatever your meal is, you also eat a peanut butter sandwich.
Wash
and
it down with a
protein
peanut
shake.
butter sandwich.
And let me tell you right now, this is the key. This right here is the trick. If you do this every night, you will pack on pounds. Set your alarm for 1 a.m. You get up, you eat 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and a glass of milk, and then you go back to bed. If you do that
my.
every day, you will pack on pounds.
Yeah, so when I was skiing back in the day and hanging out with
20 years ago.
This was 20 years ago, yeah. So when I was skiing, the big thing that, because there was this website called New Schoolers, and it was with a community that like talked about skiing and whatnot. And then there was this pro skier that said that he used to, every night before he went to bed, have 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and a glass of milk. And like it would help you with like calcium buildup, just like all these kinds of things. So it was like a big craze with me, Ahmet Dadali, his brother Garai Dadali, and like all these pro skiers that came out of New York. And we did it for a while, and then I was like, why the hell am I doing this? It's just like eating disgusting peanut butter and jelly sandwiches
What?
every night.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are the most delicious of all the sandwiches.
You know,
That's the only thing I'm going to eat the next 2 weeks.
Peanut butter and jelly
Just
sandwiches?
peanut butter and jelly
You gotta go on a
sandwiches?
peanut butter and jelly diet?
Sandwiches.
That's awesome. How come?
I'm going to war on Monday for 2
Oh.
weeks.
he's going.
Yeah.
And
What American state will you be attacking?
Virginia.
No.
What
Again?
I get?
You guys always
I-
attack Virginia.
We always go to Virginia. So I get like $64 a day for per diem
Those dirty Confederates.
for 12 days. Or I guess
And
it's
you're
like
going to pocket every penny because you're a
For-
Hebrew.
for 10 days, I'm going to have nothing but peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and
Yep.
collect that per diem.
Just have ramen, like the cheap 40 cents ramen.
Even cheaper, rice.
I'll just have
Just rice. Listen,
I'll
there
have
are
a glass
entire
of water
nations
and a cracker.
that subsisted on rice for 1,000 years. A glass of water and a cracker. You'll lose a bunch of weight.
Yeah, there you go.
Kill you some turncoat Confederates down there in Virginia.
Yeah.
That's fine. So, did you get any other accessories with your electrified bicycle?
Yeah. So I got this bike case. It is
A case.
Uh,
You
For
put
the
the
bike.
whole bike in that case?
well, no,
That must be a tiny fucking bike.
It's a phone case.
Oh,
For
your bike.
It's like waterproof, and so I can have it on the
Chick
bike,
proof.
and I can.
wait, your bike makes phone calls?
Well,
Does it have the
Bluetooth.
Wi-Fi's?
yeah, it has everything. It has
That phone
like,
case has Wi-Fi.
GPS and all the whole 9 yards. I got that, and then I got this GPS thing.
That's a Zune.
Now
Don't
everyone
lie.
knows what it looks like.
Now we know what
That's
to
a
look
What's
for
that?
when you
That's
tie
a
it onto it.
Zune.
Yeah.
No,
You get
so
robbed
Evan
a
has
lot,
everything. He has all these Apple things except the Apple phone, right?
What?
Yeah.
So I was like, just get the AirTags.
Why don't you get an Apple phone, bro?
I'm thinking about
I'll tell you
getting
why
an Apple
he's
phone.
not.
The
I tell you why he doesn't
Macintosh
have it.
Apple phone.
Because he's still paying for the phone that he has currently.
What do you got currently? An LG?
It's a Samsung Galaxy Fan Edition 21?
Fan edition?
Fan Edition, yeah.
Does it have a bigger fan? Or is it
No,
for-
not fan, like FAN, like, right?
Same word.
Like,
Same
When
word,
you said it,
different
it sounded like
meaning.
you said the same thing. Not fan, but
What
fan,
are you, a
like
fan of
FAN.
Korean companies?
Like someone's a fan of something.
Yeah, a Korean company.
I don't know.
That's what
Anyways,
Samsung is. Give your money to
China.
Korea. Yeah.
China.
You need an American phone built in China by children. And India.
yes. Yes.
That's what you need.
Yeah, I mean, so I got
Assembled in America.
I got like $200 left on the phones, me and Laura's phone.
You should throw it in the lake and say it was stolen.
Well, I don't have insurance on it, so it'd be kind of stupid to do that.
You should not throw it in the lake and say it was stolen.
Yeah.
Drop it in the toilet.
Yeah. No, I wanted to get insurance on the phone, but in New York, you can't get insurance through Spectrum. I don't know why. That's so stupid. So.
Oh, you got the Spectrums?
Yeah, because if you get like your phone through Spectrum, you get like a discount with your like internet cable and all that. So we just went through Spectrum to get the whole 9 yards.
I get a employee discount through, for whatever reason, the company that I work for, we get a discount on Verizon and also Dell products, which sucks.
Yeah.
Dude, you're getting the Dell.
And David knows how much I hate Verizon, but I've had it for the last 12 years.
I'm actually going to switch to the Spectrum
To Verizon.
tomorrow.
You're already on the Spectrum.
But,
Tomorrow? Why
yeah,
tomorrow?
I'm-
Are you
I'm
finally
in-
going to
I'm
upgrade
in-
that
Going to do that
iPhone
$30
6?
that $30 year
What?
or $30 a month for a year, 2 telephone lines.
Oh, you can get you. Okay,
That
so
sounds
they have a
suspicious to
promotion
me.
right now.
Is that the
that,
unlimited plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unlimited. There's a promotion going on now that like I think if you get one line, you get the other one for free
For a year.
for a year.
and the
That's
line-
amazing.
And the line is $30, so it'll go to $60. So technically, I'll be saving $4
$4
a month
a month
next year.
there you
Damn.
go.
And we don't have unlimited right now.
You got
so
16 more dollars. You can get a Netflix subscription.
It's a win-win. Yeah. So yeah, Netflix. We could talk about that. So I've been mooching off my buddy Tyler for the past 5 years,
Jesus.
and then because you weren't here last time, you prick, had to go do family stuff.
Who? What are you talking?
You. I'm talking about how I finally finished Breaking Bad, and
What?
the next time I went to go watch Netflix, it's like this television's not, or this something's not assigned to this.
We're on to you, motherfucker.
It's not under this household.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, oh, because like the previous time it said something about that, and it's like, oh, just ignore that for now.
Yep. Yeah, my Netflix account it logs you out and makes you log back in every 30 days. That started a little while ago.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, really?
stupid. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even watch Netflix. I would get rid of it, but it has the greatest volume of things that my children watch. So,
Oh,
Coco Melon.
Coco Melon.
oh my god.
I've got my buddy TJ's Amazon account in exchange for my Disney account.
There you go.
I will deny that in court. But everything else, I don't play that game anymore. Just because whatever.
He and I used to do this cool thing way back in the day, where he'd pay for Netflix for a year, then I would pay for Netflix for a year.
Yeah.
Do you remember when? Okay, so going back to when me and Dave moved into this apartment in Bloomfield, we had Netflix where you had to send it, or they send you a disc and then you gotta send it back when you're done.
Yeah, when it was $5 a month.
I remember this girl I was dating when we were roommates. She didn't put the disc back in the envelope and just dropped the whole disc in the mailbox. And so I was like, well,
what the fuck's the mail person gonna do with that? Like, oh, cool, a movie.
Yeah, really. So we had to go into the post office and be like, hey, she dropped the disc in there.
Oh, yeah, this one right here? Yeah.
Yeah.
You want it back? $40.
The lady was like pissed off because usually they empty the whatever, the mailbox thing that everyone drops off. And she was pissed off because they only do it at yeah, basically.
You made the postal worker do something.
So this lady goes out, she unlocks it, and then like drags the whole thing out. She's like digging through it.
There it is, right on top.
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, that was just a very... they paid you for each disc, or something like that, a month. So you could get like 3 discs exchange for like a certain price. It's just so much better now. We can just flick or push a couple buttons, we can watch your movie.
Yeah, if only Blockbuster had predicted that things would go that way instead of telling
Blockbuster, when Netflix started the streaming and whatnot, Blockbuster did try, but like it just wasn't as good as Netflix, and they bombed out. So
yeah, eventually, in the early days, as far as I can remember from this Blockbuster, the downfall of Blockbuster documentary I watched, in the early days of Netflix, when they were starting to gain traction, they went to Blockbuster saying like, hey, you want to buy us out? You want to give us money and buy us out? And Blockbuster was like, get fucked, nerd. Your idea is real stupid.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I just remember going back to my TBT ripping days, going to Blockbuster and getting Dexter, that show on Showtime, and just ripping every CD, or ripping all the seasons and then having on my computer. But then I get a phone call and they're like, hey, we noticed that the Dexters you've been renting out haven't been playing after you rented them. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
What do you
Hung
mean?
up the phone. So I ruined every... I just literally, like, I don't know what you're talking about. Hung up the phone.
Yeah, because that's not suspicious. It's like,
and so...
It's just like, I don't know, man. It's like, I tried playing it, it wasn't working. I was like, what the hell? It's like,
but after like a month later... Yeah, after a month later, they went out of business, and I never heard about it again. So... Yeah, those were the good old days.
It's not playing it. It's like, oh no, did I give him the wrong one?
David, do you remember the years that like burning CDs was my dad's purpose in life? It was like all he would do all day. He figured out how to burn CDs, so he'd like all day long. He's like, "You want a copy of this? You want to copy?" Like he burned me every Led Zeppelin album.
I don't want a live Fish in 1987 or whatever.
Yeah, like these 5-hour long fucking jam sessions from Fish albums and oh my god, just stacks. He's got this friend Jay, who's like, he just has a hoard, and he still does it. He has a hoard. His house is just piles of burned CDs, and like every live, every time a jam band that exists on the planet plays a live show, he fucking burns a copy of the fucking performance. Like, it's really ridiculous.
When back in, like, I think it was like the late 80s, early 90s, the Grateful Dead had these people that go to concerts and literally have these big microphones, and literally the front of the stage would just have these people that record the live
blocking
performances
everyone's
by the
view.
Yeah,
hitting
basically
people with their fucking boom mics. Get out of my way!
And then they would have these like tapes that they would like exchange for other tapes. It's like the craziest thing. I mean,
it was like a currency. Yeah,
it was like a currency that these people would just trade tapes of like the show.
Listen to this 9-minute long guitar solo.
Yeah,
it sounds barely different than this 15-minute long guitar solo.
So I mean, and then the Grateful Dead didn't even care. They didn't even care if these people were doing it, and because they were just, it was almost like free promotion basically. But I mean, I don't know. Now you can't even record some bands and concerts anymore without getting kicked out. Yep. So because they're greedy assholes. So all right, we're gonna take a break, and when we come back, I got some news I looked up some stories that happened last week, and we'll talk about them. All right, we'll be right back after this.
The ladies eating from the palm of his hand, casting a smile, look in their eyes, start a fire burning that no words can describe. His gun's always loaded and ready to fire, a fire-breathing weapon till your heart would decide. Walks through the shadows of a neon light, stalks his next victim, takes her home for the night. Gunslinger, how long will you linger? Till you walk right out and leave her, gunslinger. Out and goes out for the night. Don't let the gunslinger talk you into a fight. Once she's felt the kick of his gun, she ain't coming back, you know she's on the run. Gunslinger, how long will you linger? Till you walk right out and leave her. Till you walk right out and leave her. Don't you walk right.
And we're back. So this came up on my
spit it out, man.
I know. This came out. Hold on. Let me just look at it.
Is that the new Apple Watch?
It is. This is the Apple Watch Ultra.
Do you go any on excursions with it?
Check this out.
You don't even know how to swim. Why would you have
Day
a diving
mode?
watch?
Night mode. Day mode, night mode. Why? Because it's a status symbol, brother. It's a status symbol. This is a closer's watch.
A closer's watch. What do you close? The door?
Rings.
So on the New York Post, there is a morgue manager of the Harvard
Medical. You look like a spy with that thing. Oh my so God. when you're at Isabella's wedding, don't wear that in the tux because you're gonna look like a spy.
Oh, then I'm definitely wearing it in the tux.
So, New York Post. Morgue manager, Harvard Medical School, charged for stealing human remains and selling them. So now I'll post it on the screen, but it's basically this tattoo.
Is that Eminem?
No, it's some guy with body mods and tattoos, and he has a tattoo eye.
Nice.
I mean,
that's bad.
Okay, so if you're Harvard Medical School,
that guy's a doctor.
Well, he's like the manager of the morgue. So,
nice.
You got to think about this Harvard Medical School. So Harvard's like the hardest college to get into. It is like, I think it's, I don't know, like 3% get into Harvard. And so you hired this guy that looks like fucking, he just got out of a Switzerland death metal show. And
the Swiss don't listen to death metal.
What do they listen to?
You're thinking of the Swedish. Yeah, you're thinking of the Swedish.
They're an entirely different person.
But yeah, so I don't even think this guy should have got hired in Harvard Medical.
Whoa, let's take it easy with the discrimination.
Why? Because he's got tattoos. You are
his eyeball is tattooed.
Inconsiderate little prick. You know that?
Hey, man. Sometimes you gotta judge a book by its cover. You really do. So, I mean, with this,
are you saying that hiring the guy that looks like he's an MS-13 didn't work out?
Is that a Donald Trump tattoo?
He was stealing. You be quiet. He was stealing dead bodies.
Yeah, he was taking dead bodies. Stupid watch. I don't know why this guy got hired. I really don't.
Maybe he had really good credentials.
Yeah, a guy with stretched out earlobes, and
you're being very.
I didn't know this was a right-wing podcast.
You're being super judgmental.
Well, I mean, I don't know, the guy did steal the bodies.
So I talking about Harvard, right? I ended up reading this thing about, I think it was a girl. So she's like out at the bars or whatever, and she ran into like a bunch of Harvard kids that went to Harvard. And
you don't say.
And so they're like, every time they talk about her, it's like, oh, never heard of that. Is that like a community college or something? And it would just get them all pissed off and stuff.
Classic. Yeah.
When I went to Boston twice,
at the same time.
At the same time.
So we visited where Mark Zuckerberg's college dorm room was.
Mark Zuckerberg.
But Mike Zuckerberg ripped those other two dudes off. The Winklevoss brothers.
The Winklevoss twins.
Yeah.
Rob Van Winklevoss.
And Armie Hammer.
Yeah, so we went to go visit it.
We lost them.
Lost who?
You. Oh, you're back.
So yeah, we went to visit that, and a lot of part of where Harvard is, there's a lot of homeless people. They're literally.
Of course, the homeless are gonna congregate around a bunch of rich white kids.
Yeah, they leave shit behind.
Yeah, but yeah, so they're just like these. Like I remember this one girl that had a sign that said "Single mom, can't afford a place to live, can't afford food and whatnot," and a lot of these people, like kids, these college kids, didn't give her any money.
Fuck her. She should have gotten a fucking job and gotten her fucking life together. Jesus Christ. Look at us. We're going to Harvard. What's your problem?
Yeah.
You can't get a fucking job? Jeez, lady.
Yeah. It's like these people that I work with at the hospital, these like doctors and whatnot, when they go to the coffee shop, they won't even give the lady a tip. Like at the coffee shop. I always give her, the lady that I know, like maybe $1 or $2 tip on the coffee I get.
Let's talk about that shit real quick. I stopped at Starbucks today on my way home from an appointment that I had to go to. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be a nice husband and I'm going to pick the old lady up some Starbies because I know she likes that shit. So I'm in the drive-thru line and I get up to the lady and she sticks a thing in my face
It's
to
just
pay.
a couple questions.
And she's
for
like,
you.
"Oh, there's just a question on here." And isn't it fucking so? There's been all this shit in the last couple of years with Starbucks, where the employees want to unionize, right? They're like, treat us better, give us more money. And I'm thinking to myself on my drive home, like, they're probably like, fuck you. Here's what we're gonna do. There's gonna be a tip thing on the machine now. You're gonna have tips. Like, oh my god, that's so annoying. And it's like, they like stick it in your face, and they're like looking at you and holding it. And they're like, just a couple, and you're like, So, you know, I got nervous. I hit $1. So, and then my question is like, does the dollar go to the person that's taking the order or the person that made it? Because I'd prefer to give my dollar to the person that made it.
It goes into that shift that day. Everyone in the employees, it basically accumulates over the shift, and they split it up in their paychecks. It's bullshit.
Well, I mean, I would prefer that. Many years ago, as a younger man, I worked as a cook at the Salvatore's in Victor, and so I didn't do the pizzas. I did everything else. And they had a tip jar at the counter, but the only person the only people that were allowed to take the fucking tips at the end of the day were the girls that were taking the orders. Like, all they did all day long was push the buttons on the fucking machine. The rest of us made all the food, and they kept all the fucking tips.
Yeah,
That shit enraged me.
So
I stole food.
These I stole food. So these people at Starbucks, the girl that just pushed
Wait,
the
did you
buttons
ask her
all
if
day?
it was a girl? Because it's
Yeah,
Starbucks.
you don't wanna
You can't
assume
assume
their gender.
genders at Starbucks.
Yeah, I can't assume that
Starbucks
these
employees
days.
don't like that shit. All right, sorry.
But
these.
You
So
just wanna be like-
they, when they push the buttons, they get a part of that tip. It's like, no, the person that made the drink has to get the
I
tip.
would prefer that the person that... I'd be okay with the person pushing the buttons getting some of it, because they did something, but the majority of it should go to the person that made my drink.
It's...
Because I've been on...
It's
I've done
ridiculous.
both of those jobs, and the button pushing job is much easier.
So the
And
next. Yes, go ahead.
Oh, so now the other thing too is that when you cash out at, like, I don't know, certain stores have like charities, and it says round up to the nearest dollar.
Yeah.
Do you do that or no?
I don't want to.
Nope.
I've looked up ones that I'll do, because that's a scam too. So
You are paying, whatever.
you're paying the company
whatever
back.
place you're at to make a contribution in your name.
A lot of times these companies will make a donation themselves to one of those companies, to one of those not-for-profits, and then when you're in the line, they're like, do you want to round up for this? That's them trying to recoup that donation. So they're like, you're making the donation, but really we're trying not to actually
No,
have
I'm
that
good,
donation.
thanks.
There's some, like Taco Bell, I know, they have their own program. It's their own thing. It's their own charity that they run, giving money to usually their employees for education. So they didn't like spend a chunk of money and they're trying to recoup. So if you're at Taco Bell and you round up, that money's going into Taco Bell's fund that they give to their employees for education purposes. But most places, it's fucking bullshit. They can fuck off.
My theory, or what I do is if it's above 75 cents, I don't. But if it's like
That's so low.
like, well, I mean,
If your bill's
if
above
it's-
75 cents, you don't tip?
No. So, no, I'm talking about the donation thing.
Oh.
Yeah, so if
when
it's like
it rounds up
12:02 and they're like, do you want to round up to 13? You're like, nah.
Yeah.
No,
So
that's
if
okay,
it's like a
thanks.
couple pennies, yeah, sure, why not? It's not a big deal. But if it's like 75 cents or more, I'm like, nope. And so the other thing too is that, remember Taco Bell had the thing where you dropped like a quarter and you spin this wheel on top, and if it landed on it,
To get a free taco?
Yeah, you get like a free
get a free
whatever it
taco.
lands on. Yeah.
cinnamon twist or some
Yeah,
shit.
what happened to that?
That was
This
me,
shit was
and-
tight. That's how you get my money.
Yeah.
Make me
Like,
think there's a chance I get something out of it.
Yeah. I just remember.
Is that wedding ring feeling heavy, David?
Yeah. No, it's rubber. See.
Is that heavy rubber? You keep taking it off. It must be heavy.
I'm bored.
Yeah. So I mean, me and good old Ricky Bobby.
Who's Ricky Bobby? The NASCAR driver.
Ricky Herbst. We always called him Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Herbst.
Yep. And we would go and like every day after, like I was working in Canandaigua, and we would go to Taco Bell and we just kept on dropping quarters to get to the bottom thing because I think it was like a bean burrito or something like that if you got at the bottom. And I remember Ricky got it once, and he was like, hell yeah! He just started just like screaming. He's like, oh man, I landed right on the bottom. He's like, I want my free burrito.
You guys spent $7 to get a $1 burrito for free.
Yeah, so... and then they had these things at Taco Bell. They were like cold tacos. They were like fresh... healthy tacos.
Fresco.
For
the Fresco taco?
Yeah. They had those for a while, and Ricky loved them. He would get like $20 worth of these tacos, and they were just cold as shit. I'm like, how the hell do you eat those things?
They basically just had like... They switched the amount of lettuce and beef. That's what they did. Or whatever. Yeah. It was like lettuce and tomato and onion and fucking... Ugh.
Yeah, it was just...
You never eat the lettuce from Taco Bell.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that shit. Don't play that game.
Remember there was a romaine...
It's always lettuce.
Yeah.
Yeah, the recalls, it's always lettuce. You know...
There was tomatoes for a while, too.
My wife gives me shit for not eating vegetables. I'm like, literally, it's always vegetables. It's usually lettuce. Yeah. It's killing people, dude. People die from that shit.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
It was... I remember working at Burger King, and there was like a thing about the tomatoes for a while that gave you like
they got mad cow disease.
Salmon, yeah, or something like that. No, I don't know, not mad cow disease. Yeah, so we had to like throw away all these tomatoes, and then people were like, "Well, why is there no tomato on my burger?"
Because it'll fucking kill you, Bill.
Kill you, yeah.
Just eat the burger. You're at fucking Burger King. Just shut up and shovel fries in your mouth, you lard. Oh, you know what I love at Burger King? The frosty Coca-Colas. Oh.
Yeah.
They still got those?
I don't know. I haven't eaten a Burger King forever. But yeah, I mean, working there, so some of these craziest things happened at Burger King. There was this one time, there's this kid I worked with. He grabbed a whole king-size cup of ice and threw it in the fryer.
What a douche. Did he burn the place down?
This thing, I was the manager at the time, and I didn't even know what was going on. Like, he just did it, and all I hear is like this like bubbling noises. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I go back, and this like fryer looks like it's about to, it just looked like it was about to explode. And then there was this ice war that they were throwing ice at each other. And a kid that I worked with took the dirty broom bucket and
threw it in the fryer.
No, he didn't dip in the fryer. He dipped it in the ice where you could scoop the ice and stuff.
It's like,
dipped it right in there.
Now we gotta throw that ice out.
You know they fucking didn't. Just scrape the shit off the top, bro.
Yeah. It was just like, I'm like, what an idiot. Now we got to clean that whole thing. I didn't clean it out, but I just told him to clean it out.
Did you fire them?
Well, I mean, you couldn't.
You didn't fire them, you pussy.
Well, there was shift managers couldn't fire people. They could like send them home, and then the store manager is the one that could fire them. Yeah, so I mean, I didn't care anymore. Like kids would be like, "Oh, can we smoke weed in the cooler?" I'm like, "Go for it. I don't care anymore." Like, I just told him to go and mop the floor with bleach, so it's
go mop the freezer with some warm water.
Yeah. So I just told him to
go mix bleach and hydrogen peroxide and mop the floor in the freezer.
Yeah. So it's just Burger King days were.
How long did you work there?
2 years. I worked there 2 years. I started as basically a crew member but I was focused on making burgers and stuff like that. And then they
a
put me.
burger aficionado.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, what did you call yourself when you worked at Bristol Harbor? You were
Stainless steel and China technician.
Thank you. Stainless steel and China technician.
So yeah, I mean, so
I'm not a dishwasher. I'm a technician.
Then I was working the cashier. I did that for a while, and then then they put me on dishwashing for a while, and then they're like, "Oh, well, we have this management position open. Would you like it?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure," but I didn't know what you had to do. You had to pass your surf safe, which is like a big binder of you gotta have the temperature of the meat. You gotta have the temperature of the cooler. It's just all these things you had to learn, and you had to take a test.
Food safety when you work in food?
Yeah,
that's crazy. Who would have thunk?
That's
right?
insane.
But no, it's
discriminating.
I was once ServSafe certified. I know all about it.
Yeah, I mean, and at the time I was a really heavy drinker, and I was so hungover the day I took the test.
And you aced it with a B+.
I think I got a 68, which you could get 65 is the lowest you can get. So I was just super hungover, and I didn't want to be there. I ended up every time I went to lunch, I threw up in my car and shit.
How many times do you go to lunch?
I usually just told him I had to make a personal call and then threw up in the car and then
just
go back.
threw up in the seat, just wherever.
No, I just opened the door and threw up on the door.
The passenger seat.
Oh God.
Yeah, so
shit'll buff out.
But yeah, and then I was, it was good for the first year, but then the second year was just pretty shitty. I didn't care anymore. I didn't even give a fuck about myself. I was drinking every night. Literally, we paid this. Okay, so we had this kid that did dishwashing. He was 20, I want to say 25 or something like that. And
same age
I was
as you.
only, yeah, same age as me. But I was, I would give him a ride home to have him buy me beer because I was under 21.
Oh, you were 25 also?
No, I was 20. I was 20 at the time.
20-year-old manager.
Yeah,
I was having him buy me beer.
Basically, I would give him a ride. He lives in Henrietta, and I worked in Victor, so I would just give him a ride home. He would buy me a 30 rack every night. So I would have a mound of beer at my buddy's house, and literally every night we used to party. We would watch Flavor of Love, that stupid show on VH1. We would watch that reruns and just drink the whole night. We would play Guitar Hero when that was a big thing. But yeah, so I mean, and then it just got worse, and then yeah.
So on the way home this evening, you know where Tom Walls is, right?
Yep.
All right, so the catering company that I used to work for worked in that plaza, and there was this young lady. Well, not young lady. There's this lady that on the second incident that happened with one of my good friends, he was with this girl, and I saw that girl today. She was crossing the street up there. I'm like, oh my God, I know that lady.
Did you hit her in your car?
No, but she's dodging through traffic. I was like, oh God, I thought I was gonna hit her, but yeah. So I had this friend who had a couple of incidents happen, and on the second one, when he wrecked his car onto the median, this chick was with him.
Yeah, and
I saw her today.
Who's your friend?
Did you?
Is he wearing a neon-colored hoodie?
She?
And an Adidas hat?
She wasn't.
No, your friend.
The guy, yeah, my friend
your
is.
Friend
yeah, but
is wearing an Adidas hat at this moment.
Yeah, no. So I that girl, right? So I ordered a pizza, or I was going to order a pizza from where she worked, and I was like, "Oh, do you deliver to Bloomfield?" And she's like, "We're not busy, so yeah, we could bring a pizza out to you." And then I was like, she's
cool,
like,
y'all do
"What's your
stuff
name?"
for us.
Yeah. She's like, what's your name? I'm like, Evan Bogart. And she's like, oh, we used to hang out back in the day. Click. I was like, I didn't want to deal with any of that.
So did you get the pizza or not?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I called another place and I got it from there. So
Why are you giving the whole name?
Y'all got...
Just say Evan.
Stuffed crust.
Wait, when you order a pizza and they ask your name, you give them your whole name?
Yeah, because... I mean,
this is Evan Bogart of the Bogart Podcast.
the on the side of my trailer it says Bogart on it, so I mean,
just say Bogart. What's your name? Fuck, your name's Evan. I mean, they have your address.
I know. I give them my full name.
Also, who gets delivery pizza? Go pick that shit up.
Well, I mean, it's
convenient. He can't. He doesn't have his bike up and running yet.
That's right. Make your woman go get it. You ever gonna get married? You ever gonna marry that lady?
I was gonna shit about it today. You know, they've been together for 10 years.
10 years. She hasn't kicked you to the curb?
I don't think it's been 10 years. 15,
it's probably
20.
been 10 years.
It's been 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
Who's counting?
No.
But he was in love with her since 2006.
What?
No.
You haven't even known her that long.
We started working together in 2006
at
the Inn on the Lake.
At the Inn on the Lake. That's no longer there.
No, it's like the Lake House or something now.
Hotel Canandaigua.
Yeah, so...
At the Hotel Canandaigua.
So we started working there, and then after that, we kind of went our different ways, and then probably like 2013, 2013, we started hanging out again, and then
2013.
That's an exciting story.
2013. That's 10 years ago.
Yeah, but we weren't officially dating. We just hung out.
Finger popping each other's assholes.
10 years later, that's all they're doing. You should marry her, bro. You should marry her. And then divorce her.
He's afraid of commitment.
You're committed.
No, it's not that.
You've been together for 10 years.
That's why I try to tell him. They have 2 dogs together.
What's holding you back?
I don't believe in marriage, and I think Laura doesn't really believe in marriage either. We talked about this the other day.
You don't believe that marriage exists?
So
there's proof that it's real, though. It's not like God.
See, look,
marriage is real. I've signed marriage papers.
Right there.
Yeah.
So one time when I was over at his place, I'm like, hey, how's it going, future Mrs. Bogart? And she's like, yeah, he wishes. So it's maybe she's the one that doesn't want to get married.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. That's what it is. She's like, I wouldn't fucking marry you if you were the last guy in this trailer. You got any more news stories other than you're discriminating against a tattooed man that just happened to also steal corpses? In an unrelated event?
Nah, not really. I thought I had more, but I didn't save them.
I'll have to.
Anyways, Dave, do you want anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, I don't have anything written down since it was last week. But here's a question for you guys: Creed or Nickelback?
Every question you ask, the answer is always both. Creed over Nickelback for sure.
Yeah, Creed over Nickelback.
Oh yeah, I named 2 songs.
I got a news story for you. Pete Davidson charged with reckless driving for crashing into a Beverly Hills house.
Oh, classic Pete
with
Davidson.
His dick.
Oh my! So we watched the new Kardashian show on Hulu. Oh my God, they make so much money. It's ridiculous.
You watched the Kardashians?
Oh yeah, they're entertaining. I like it. I'm not afraid to say that.
He's a sucker for trash
is that
TV
Rob
show.
guy still on the show? Because he's funny. Because he's
Big
such
who?
a dick. No, not Rob Kardashian. No, not him. It's like he's not a Kardashian. He's like married
dude,
into the family.
He
Scott.
Scott. Yes. He's fucking great. I love clips of him. He's like the one where he asks Kris Jenner. He's like, "Are you thirsty?" She's like, "Well, you know." He's like, "I don't need a story. Yes or no." Like, yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, he was a big alcoholic back in the day.
Yeah, attaboy.
I remember this one episode. He came home. He's like carrying a wine bottle. He's like, "It's time to party." And he's like waving it, and they're like, it's like 11 o'clock in the morning." Yeah, but he was a bad drunk for a while, but now he's sober and he's now in real estate. And
I got a really good news story, and we can wrap on this for a minute. TJ sent me an article about this the other day. This is breaking news, okay? This is a Bogart Podcast exclusive. Demi Lovato has gotten tired of using they-them pronouns and will be switching back to she, her, or they-them. Thoughts?
Demi Lovato, isn't she the one with the heroin problem?
She is the one that almost died of a heroin overdose, yes. So she is definitely the person that should be giving young Americans advice on how to use pronouns. Now, personally, I think she's so heroic. She's so brave. Good for her. You know, really, she tried those they-them pronouns. You know, and I read some of the articles. She said, you know, it's really difficult always having to correct people and have to explain to people that you don't use normal fucking English and that you want them to refer to them in the plural for no fucking reason other than you're severely mentally ill and you can't get a grip on reality. That's not what she said at all. But, yeah. Thoughts? Prayers?
I don't really know.
Yeah, you know, good for her for going back to her true self.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't really know much about Demi Lovato.
Well, she's a Disney star, former Disney star. She's a filthy Italian American. And she uses she, her pronouns. What else do you need to know?
Yeah. I don't know. I just, all these, like, children actors that, what was that one, was it the Drake and Josh? Remember?
Oh, yeah, Josh Bell.
Yeah, one that...
Drake Bell. Sorry, Josh is the good one. Drake's the bad one.
Yeah, Drake was, like, manhandling young girls and stuff like that.
Yeah, interesting story.
Allegedly.
Both Drakes. Drake, the rapper that goes by the name Drake, and Drake Bell, they both had a lot of alleged misuse of women. Drake, the rapper, likes them young. You know, like 15, 14, stuff like that. It's good stuff.
So does Jimmy Page.
We don't need to talk about that.
So you guys... okay, so there's one thing I wanted to talk about. You know that purple Grimace from McDonald's?
Yes.
Yeah, Grimace.
Do you know what Grimace is?
Yeah, he's a
purple thing from McDonald's.
He's like the face you make when you're disgusted.
But okay, so I had to Google why the hell
what he is. He's a fucking a dude in a stuffed costume.
Well, no, yeah, obviously, but he is McDonald's made him as a taste bud.
Oh, I would have guessed like stomach cancer, but okay.
Stomach.
So he's supposed to be a taste bud, and they named him fucking Grimace?
Yeah.
Which is terrible. I mean, say what you want about McDonald's. Their food's delicious. It's awful and it gives you diarrhea, but it's delicious.
Have you had their birthday cake something?
No.
Their birthday cake something.
Birthday cake cheeseburger?
No, it's a milkshake.
Oh, that sounds delicious. I
think it's birthday cake.
But I might.
Milkshake.
I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but I like milkshakes. I'm a fan of milkshakes.
I mean, I haven't had McDonald's in a while either. I think the last time I had it was on my birthday last year. We picked up beer and then had a milkshake. Or no, I had chicken nuggets or something like that, but I don't know.
Nuggets. One time, David and I went to McDonald's and we both ate 5 double cheeseburgers each.
And they were absolutely exquisite.
Yeah.
What was it?
And then he washed it down with a sundae.
Remember me and Dave, we did the box of tacos at Taco Bell, and we made an edit, and we see who could eat the fastest, like the whole box.
It's 12 tacos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 tacos. We did it right before we went to the Pickering pub. Probably threw up all of it afterwards. But yeah, so I won.
Yep. Just by a few seconds.
Most of my piggish, disgusting food stories involve David. I texted him one day, like a couple months ago. I was like, hey, do you remember that time when Krispy Kreme was in Henrietta? We went in, we got our free donut, and then we ordered a dozen donuts, and we sat down, we ate the whole box. And I was like, do you remember that? He goes, yeah, which time?
Yeah, I remember when I was working at Burger King, we stayed at my friend's house, like right on the top of the hill near Eastview Mall. And we used to go down when we were drunk, and we like, oh, are you throwing out your day-old donuts? It's like, yeah, they're right here. We used to carry out like these not grocery bags, but garbage bags full of like dirty old donuts. And we would go back to the car and like just like devour them. Yeah, because we became friends with the manager because sometimes. So we had a thing going for a while where we would trade burgers,
old cheeseburgers for old donuts.
Old cheeseburgers.
We would trade Whoppers for movie tickets at the Regal. And then we would take those Regal tickets and we'd get everything in the mall that we wanted. We would just be like, oh, we got these free movie tickets, they're good for any time, and they're like, okay, we'll give you this and that, and we got like everything.
There's a whole black market currency going on between the mall rat employees.
There was a cell phone charger I need one time, and I was like, I had like 2 free movie tickets, and the kiosks that they had there were always run by what was it? I don't know if they're Indian or.
You can just call them human beings, you racist.
Well, they were just, all of them were just like foreign. Like they were all foreign people that run these kiosks, and like they're like, oh yeah, I'll give you this used cell phone charger for movie tickets, and it was just like a currency. We just go around.
You got the lesser of the deal.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like, if you're in a strap to get something, you just have these movie tickets.
It's like I got these cheeseburgers, man.
Yeah, it was bad for a while, and then someone from head office came and like told us we couldn't do it anymore. So.
Yeah, no shit. Stop.
You're like, why? It hurts nobody. Benefits everybody.
We would use our free meal today to get these movie tickets, and then it was just...
That's none of their business.
It got out of control.
That's none of Burger King's business what you do with your fucking food. Once it's in your hand, you can do whatever you want with it.
It's true.
Go sell it. Pathetic.
Because we used to get like $5 a day in free meals, which is not a
Back
lot.
then used to be... You remember when fast food was affordable?
You could go to Arby's and get 5 beef and cheddars for $5.
Yeah.
Beef and cheddars. Man, I miss those days.
Even Taco Bell. Like, I ordered something the other day, and she's like, that'll be $17. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just
like,
ridiculous.
I ordered a $5 box and a drink.
They were talking on the radio, because I was listening to the radio today while I was doing Trash and Linden. They were talking about how like food prices are going up again, and it's like I think why we have this problem of like everything being so expensive is when Trump Biden gave us all that money for free.
Whoa! Don't you blame this on him?
Why?
Wait, I want him to finish his thought. So he gave us. Daddy Trump gave us help money twice, by the way. Yeah. And then what?
It just, everything kind of like prices went up for like everything after that. Like it was crazy. Like overnight, everything just went up in price.
I want to know why my fucking camera keeps blinking. Like I see the little green light goes out and then it blinks. It's like,
yeah, your quality is not as good as it was last time too.
Yeah, that's because I'm using the camera on the laptop itself. Yeah, you'd think for $2,000 the laptop would have a better camera.
You spent
but-
$2,000 on that? Oh man,
No,
you got ripped
Donald
off.
Trump spent No, it wasn't that much. It was like $1,300.
Still, you spent that much on that? You got
Well, I
ripped
bought it
off.
brand new.
Yeah.
I don't know how to shop for deals.
So
They have
when
this. They have this cool section all the way down at the page, the refurbished.
I don't want
section.
someone's used crap.
Why?
With
They
jizz
send
stains
it
and
back.
things.
Little kids in China refurbish it, and they send it back to California, and then you get a new box, and then bada bing, bada boom.
Do they seal it in a brand new box?
Yeah.
Don't lie to me.
No, I swear.
Check this out. Keep talking.
Okay, so I got my laptop, my
Refurbished off
Apple-
of Amazon.
This is the nice box
Yep.
that my watch
You
came
have
in.
to-
Isn't that nice? It says watch.
See,
Okay, so how much did you spend for that
Macintosh.
watch?
That's a $700 watch.
Keep going.
No, it's more than that, isn't it?
he's probably on a payment plan.
Let's see. We've got $7.99
Oh,
plus
Jesus.
$35 upgrade fee plus
oh my God.
local tax plus state tax, which for some reason is the same amount. $901.79.
Oh my God! You almost spent $1,000
But
on a watch.
I got a $180 trade-in for my old watch, and like David said, it's on my Verizon account, so it's just like $18.
He's paying $24 a month for the next 7 years
Yeah,
Yeah,
really.
that's how that math works out.
with 40% APR.
Oh,
With a 0% APR, thank you very much.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I was gonna.
I was gonna get a
I was gonna-
Rolex, but then
I was gonna finance something. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could do it. Obviously, I didn't do it, but
he's not that guy. David's never financed anything.
I want it. I want it so bad for
What
my
is it?
collection. But
Oh,
it's a
your
guitar.
Guitar.
Yeah.
I financed my bass. It's paid off. It's over with, man. It's over
Yeah.
with. You get
But,
through it. That was 0% interest. I only finance things if there's 0% interest.
Yeah. So
Or a car.
they were doing a deal where it was 0% interest for 2 years. I'm like, I could pay it off in 2 years. But it's
You
like,
could pay it off
I
quicker
don't
than
know.
that.
yeah.
How much was it?
They are
I find
asking $5,500 or $5,500.
Woof. That's a lot.
But you don't understand. This one, it matches the red one. It's got the same serial number minus the last 3 days.
Let me ask you a question. What does your wife think about that?
She's like, yeah, whatever.
Really? Yeah, because she knows you won't do it.
Yeah.
She's like, sure you will, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was the Bogart.
Well, no, we're
Don't
not
shut me
finished.
up, goddammit.
I
That
want to know
was-
why. I want to know why you think Donald Trump ruined this country.
Yeah.
I didn't think he ruined this country. I think he just, after he gave all this free money, everything just went up in price. Like it did. It just.
Also,
so-
he did
like-
not write that either of those bills. Those bills went through the House and the Senate, and then he just signed it. That motherfucker didn't do anything. He's like, sure,
I don't
whatever.
know.
They can have the money. Give
I
him the
don't know-
money.
I don't know
I don't
how-
know what this is. I'll sign it. Whatever. China.
Again, I don't know anything about politics. I don't know anything about
The economy.
anything.
This is all you got to do.
So-
You got to say, trade-in value, markups.
0%
I forgot.
APR.
0% APR. Dividends.
For 12 months.
Dividends. All right. Well, that was the Bogart Podcast.
All right. There is free stickers at.
Wait.
What was the
Where's my
coffee
fucking
place
energy drinks?
It's called Working Class Coffee, Gorham
Working
Street.
class.
I think it's 234. I'm not sure if that's
No, it's
24.
243 Gorham Street. In Canandaigua, New York. You get stickers there. We post them on the bulletin board, so if you want one, go pick one up there. Very nice place. I've never been there before, but today I went and it was awesome. So yeah, you can pick up the free stickers there. If you want merch,
Too bad, because we got rid of the cricket thing.
No. I got another.
We're gonna
another idea planned on that.
If you want merch, give us money and we'll send you merch in about 6 weeks.
Little kids in China are gonna make it.
Perfect. Yeah, little kids.
Hey, what's up with that? What's up with that Dubby energy drink shit?
Oh,
how do you know it's an energy drink?
It's not.
How do you?
Yeah, it's a.
Yeah, give me some of that shit. You got that shit? Some of that shit.
I got a tub, but I use it once in a while.
What the fuck? They didn't give you like cases of it?
No.
What kind of fucking sponsor doesn't give you anything?
It's not a sponsor. It's an affiliate.
It's affiliate.
Well, they should affiliate a little fucking harder. If you're looking to sponsor us, okay? We want to be sponsored. If you send us your energy drinks, I will drink them on the show at night. Because I know,
live,
bitch.
in person.
Live.
You get shot.
Red Bull, if you're listening.
Yeah. The other thing I want to talk about too is that we will possibly be on the N-bomb effect pretty soon.
No, not N-bomb. M.
The N-bomb?
M.
The N-bomb.
Like the N-bomb.
The word that you can't say. Like
that's what I said.
It's not the N-bomb.
Like beep.
It's M. Like the letter M.
I said M-bomb.
No, you said N.
Oh, anyways.
He's got
we're
fat
gonna be
lips.
on the M-bomb.
You did it again.
Oh my god. So yeah, we're going to be on the M-bomb effect soon.
You did it again. It's not N-bomb. It's M-bomb.
I said M-bomb, you idiot.
We're going to be on the M-bomb effect? When's that? What are you talking about?
Yes. So I messaged him because I have some game ideas that I wanted to do with him and his podcast. And so he's going to get back to me. We're going to be in studio there. It's going to be a great time. Last time I was there, it was awesome. Everyone got smashed but me.
Because he doesn't drink because he's better than everybody.
Neither do you.
Because I'm better than everybody.
I
And don't you forget.
So yeah, possibly soon we'll be on that show. And yeah, so until next time, we'll see you on the other side.
Wait. If you don't put a fucking picture up of me on the fucking all the Bogart Podcast shit, the fucking thing with this fat disgusting pig and his fucking stupid leather shit.
Whoa. Don't you disrespect the leather, okay?
Those aren't buttoned all the way up.
I couldn't button them all the way up.
So anyway, you just pick a great picture of me. I'll send you what I want. You just throw that in there.
Well, I would have to. I pay the M-bomb effect to do it for me because I'm not good with that kind of stuff. So I paid him last time to make the intro. $40.
Jesus Christ! Yeah. Well, this is just editing, so $9. That's all they're gonna get.
I would have to pay him the whole $40 because he's got to redo the whole thing.
Jesus.
No, you just add a photo.
Just Photoshop that shit in. I'll do it.
Okay.
Well, when we're done with this, Nathan, don't hang up like last time.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
And Evan,
until next time.
How much dick do you suck?
I don't suck any. All right. See you guys. This has been a Beer Pirate Radio production.